Hey guys, I saw this online and I want to share this message with you guys. I want you to pay attention. I want you to pay attention to everything that is said on this video. Just take all the time you want in the world to think about it. The best way to gain control of the most powerful, most intelligent species on the planet, it is not from me now. This is not a conspiracy theory, okay? It is not as if I am the one that made this thing up. It is from them. Amazing things about all this thing that we are talking about, all these teachings that we are giving online is this. At some point, it will begin to make sense. It might not actually make sense today, but there will be a time that it makes sense. So, in fact, I need you to pay attention to everything that is said here. And I need you to take all the time to think about it. Pay attention. Pay keen attention to everything that this lady said here. This is actually how the elite designed this world. The 12 or 13 bloodline that supersede the affair of this planet. This is how they structured this world. So you need to pay attention.
The best way to gain control of the most intelligent, powerful species on the planet would be to completely divide them from the love within themselves. As soon as they are old enough to begin creating an understanding of who they are, force them into a system that teaches them that it is wrong to be yourself if yourself is different from what is accepted as normal.
As soon as they are old enough to begin the creating an understanding of who they are, force them into a system that teaches them that it's wrong to be yourself. If yourself is not what is acceptable to be normal, for instance, a system that teaches people that upon ideology too much, okay? I don't know how you people conclude that upon ideology, our people got on ideology dirty. You know, this is why people are bleaching their skin because they have programmed us to think that no now this is one of the examples. Another example is hair. Our people have been conditioned. Now we need to have the features of an African. This is the system they teaches you. Another system that if you don't know how to speak English, you are illiterate. People will be like, hey, you can't speak English. How? How do we get to the conclusion that if you don't know how to speak English, you are illiterate if you don't know how to speak English? Now we measure intelligence. Measure is how well, how fluent people can speak. Now it's not even how fluent, it's the accent. If you can now speak English in the accent of the English people, you're born intelligent, or born my friend. Anyway, let's go forward.
Confuse them about their own biological makeup so that they think that permanently altering their body is the answer to happiness.
Confuse them of their own biological makeups to think that permanently altering their body is the key to happiness. Surgery, BBL, this one, Botox. Onye imi ya buru ibu, o jee ka ọ gba ọgwụ ka o chenjie ya, ọ correct ya ka imi akwụla ọtọ, ka o nwee nnukwu ike, ka e nwee nnukwu ala. Confuse them of their own biological makeups to think that permanently altering their body is key to happiness.
Require their daily attendance at an institution that makes them focus only on the information that is provided. Make them attend that institution from age 5 until an adult and repeatedly test them on the information so that it becomes their truth.
Require their daily attendance at an institution that makes them focus on only informations that are provided for them. And they should attend this institution from age 5 till adulthood. And you should all constantly be testing them based on that information so that it becomes their truth.
Give them an explanation to everything so that they never have a chance to make their own assumptions of the world. Scold them and humiliate them if they suggest an opinion that opposes that of their authorities. Keep reminding them of how cruel their ancestors were to each other in the past and broadcast how cruel they are to each other in the present.
This is very important. Keep reminding them of Odili, if all their ancestors met each other and the present, so that Ogobuna Fanolo in regret, defending Naname. Systematic programming.
Only show them tragedies on the news so that they live in fear and think the worst of one another. Convince them that their species used to be that of an incognizant wild animal. Make them think that their very existence is so incredibly random that they lack purpose and struggle to make sense of a creator. Tell them that their kind is as smart as they've ever been so that they don't question the integrity of the system that they're in. Provide them idols with artificial beauty and use them as examples of what it is to look perfect so that they are never content with their own appearance and can't help but to compare themselves amongst each other.
Provide them idols with artificial beauty and use it as an example of what it is to be perfect. Your idols, your idols, the people you see all the time, the people you view with your phones, the people you view with your televisions, that is what idol is. Onye ọbụla that that love, if I know I'm a fan, I am a fan of this, I'm a fan of that. There are people that football is their idol. There are people that some celebrities is their idol. You understand? So who is your idol? Provide them idols with artificial beauty and make them to see those idols, use it as an example of what it is to be perfect. So your idol, when you look at these people, you want to be like them. Isholo kisi gidi kisi onya. Isi onya akwanyale chọ ka ijeje gold isi. Akwa onye ahụ ile chọbịa ka iyi. Ka onye a si ekwopụ ị na-try ka ikwube okwu ka onye a. Ka onye a si aga ije na-try ka ikwube. That is what idol is. So all this, if your idol has artificial beauty, if the beauty of your idol is artificial, you will go all the way to make yourself look like that artificially. You will go all the way to alter yourself, permanently alter yourself to be like your idol. Let's proceed.
Create addictive digital platforms that rank them by numbers so that they base their self-worth off of the amount of followers that they have and are never satisfied. Build a society around them in which those who have money benefit and those who don't fail. Make money their main focus, but make it so difficult to accumulate that they remain in a place of constant struggle, forced to dedicate the majority of their time to the system that made it this way. Tax them in every way possible, but tell them that it's for their own benefit so that they don't think twice about paying it. Take so much of their time and energy throughout the week, but give them 2 days to themselves so that they feel a sense of reward and don't fight back. Promote the consumption of poison in every social setting so that even on those 2 days, they remain disconnected from themselves and each other. Pump their food with excess sugars and addictive chemicals, but make it cheap, advertised, and easily accessible so that they never stop consuming. When their food makes them ill, prescribe them medication that only masks the symptoms so that they become dependent on it every day. Charge them so much money for healthcare so that they stay in a constant loop of consuming, medicating, and working. Cause chaos amongst them and blame it on a group of their own so that they form judgmental stereotypes. Turn them against each other in so many ways so that even if they were to connect on one, they would still be divided by another.
I guess I don't need to say anything again. Just take all the time that you want and think about this. Take all the time you want and think about this whole system, this whole metrics. Yeah, this is metrics. This whole metrics, think about it and think about where you have confined yourself, the box that you have put yourself all your life.